All around the world, men and women, people of all ages, have witnessed the awesome manifestation of God's presence, power, and His love rendered in words, words beyond the written pages.
Why are we preaching like this? Why do we travel all around the world preaching the gospel? Because Jesus is coming again. And He left us with a message to tell the untold. A message for the whole world.
This message of faith in God and His unfailing word has brought about change in the lives of millions around the world. An improvement that brings many more to such meetings with the man of God, knowing that their lives will never be the same again. Today, we bring you excerpts from a special meeting with our man of God, Pastor Chris. Pastor Chris, worth hearing.
God doesn't want every one of us to be the same. We can't all be the same. You look around the world, you see God loves diversity. See, so we're all very different. And the beautiful thing is how God expresses Himself through every one of us so differently. And that's the beauty of life in the world. Where so many of us, so different, but we're all so beautiful. And until you recognize that, you will never be able to bring out the best in you. See, your responsibility is to bring the best out of you. It's like every one of us got a garden. We all have a farm, as it were. We've got a property, a landed property. And God expects us to produce something from our property. What are you going to produce from that garden of yours? What kind of crop are you going to come up with? That's up to you. He says, whatever you sow, you will reap. You're going to reap what you sow. If you're sowing good seeds into that ground, you're going to get a good harvest. You cannot sow corn seeds and get mangoes. That's never going to happen. You're going to reap what you sow. If you sow seeds of joy and seeds of love, you'll reap the same. What is it you're sowing into your heart? What is it you're sowing into your personality? You say, Pastor, how do I sow into myself? Well, here's the point. Jesus taught us that words are seeds. And so when we listen, words come to us through our ears. When we listen to other people, words come to us through what we read, through what we watch. Words come to us in messages that we receive. Messages from human beings, messages from our environment. Words come to us all the time. And these words, these messages, become seeds into our lives. These are the seeds that we sow into us, and they reproduce the character that we become. Whatever you are today was not an accident. You didn't come up this way because God made you this way. No, you came up this way because you are the harvest of the seeds that you sowed all your life. The harvest of the seeds that were sown into you as you were growing up by those who were taking care of you. The harvest of the seeds that your environment gave to you, the schools you attended, everything like that. All of those things that you received through your senses, your hearing, your sight. See, how these messages got into you is not important. What is important is they did. If they got into you, then you are the result of those seeds. Now, when you want to make adjustments, you have to introduce new seeds. That's the way you make an adjustment. You cannot make the adjustment by prayer. You cannot make the adjustment by crying. You cannot make the adjustment by regretting. You cannot make the adjustment by talking to other people about it. But you can make the adjustment in the same way that you came up this way the first time. Through seeds of words that were sown into you. Like I'm sharing with you now, I'm giving you new seeds. I'm giving you seeds. What are you going to do with these seeds? Are you going to sow them into you? Are you going to plant them? Or are you going to let them pass by? You see, you're going to be the character of the seeds that you receive. And that's so important.
Thank you for watching. We trust that you have been blessed. The message you just watched is an excerpt from Live Your Best, a special message by Pastor Chris. To get the complete message, visit the Pastor Chris Digital Library app, available on the Apple App Store or the Android Play Store.